Welcome back to the Two-Tone Money Super 1 British Karting Championships from Little Rissington, and it's time for Honda Cadet. Josh McLean and Archie Brown on the front row, Walker and Greenhill on the second, from Josh Erfan, Lucas Ellingham, Rigby, Behrman, McCouris and Breward in the top 10, and then we've got Sebastian Block and Ivan Lomliev on the sixth, from Charter, Clifford, Berta, Watts, and keep an eye out further back. Kasper Skuza could be an interesting one. Ollie Gray in P24 is sure to charge his way through the field, as is Dan Ginchard. So we're standing start, and away we go. We're on board with Owen Tolley, and that is a strong start already from Ollie Gray. I did tell you to keep an eye on him, as he's already making up 1 or 2 places. So are we, as Skuza and Gibbons go side by side. We've got past 3 carts. Is it 3? Yes, it is now, because we're tucking in behind Gibbons. Up the road is the 16 of Lorenzo Cordell. Whoops! And we've got past both of them. That's an interesting way of going about it, but we managed to get the move done as we tuck in behind Keen Berta. But this could be a very interesting first lap. To your left, we've got all the drivers in the 2017 Honda Cadet Championship, and there's some real big players in this one.
5 places made up by Owen Tolley in that early part of that lap. He's making up more places down at the dog leg. We've got somebody spinning off. Can't quite make out who that is, but he's gone to the back of the field. If you want to get in touch with any of the drivers, if you've got a business, for example, and you want to sponsor any of these young kids in their motorsport journey, which is a great deal of fun, you can come along to the championship on the weekend. If you want to sponsor any of the kids, they live in your area, for example, all the hometowns and counties on screen now. Get in touch with me via the TDI Media website, tdi-media.com, and I'll put you in touch with the parents.
Fantastic, these kids as well. You wouldn't think to look at them that these are hard, no-nonsense racing drivers, but they really are. Ivan Lomliev, just one of them there, the young man from London. Very cheeky, Alfie Rigby. They've got some great personalities in this grid as well. We're very talented racing drivers. Just take a look at the dogleg from our overhead camera. We got some amazing battles. Oh! It looks like one of them went airborne there. Goodness me, that was Ginchard and Gibbons. Gibbons going airborne. We might need to see that one again. Yeah,
Gibbons over the top of Ginchard. This is Owen Tolley's kart. We're looking back from Owen Tolley. See, we're down to the dog leg. Now up the inside, in slow motion, spinning out is the 30, Jake.
That's Clifford, so Clifford loses it, and that causes a little bit of melee. 4 into 1 does not go, and whoa, Gibbons, look at that. That's an absolute rocket launcher of a curb, and he goes up and over. He's very lucky. Not only that he manages to come away from that unhurt, but he's still racing. He's got back in it.
Yeah, and Ginchard as well. He's the man he landed on top of. And both of them still running, fortunately, so that's good to see. Down to the dogleg one more time. The 2 leaders are away and gone. That's Josh McLean on the 76 out front. 64, I think it is, in behind him. That's Oliver Greenall in second place. Bit of a gap back to the man in third place. That's Lucas Ellingham. Then it looks like Walker is followed by Archie Brown. They're the top 5, and they're clear of the rest at the moment.
Well, 6th position, that looks to me like Alfie Rigby trying to chase him down. Yes, it is, so he is in command as well. This is the battle for 7th position, and it's already getting pretty hectic. At the back of the queue is definitely Connor Clifford and Ivan Lomliev as they continue to battle away onto the back. We go jumping around all over the place. There's so many directions to look in. It's hard to know who to pick because we've got Lucas Ellingham, James Walker and Josh Erfan in this battle at the moment. The 12 is written down as Koskan Erfan, but he likes to be known as Josh these days. It's obviously a very traditional name, that one in that family. So Erfan looking very hard indeed at 4th position. Here he is, and look, James Walker making the rookie mistake there. Don't look back, always look forward. We're on board again with Owen Tolley. That is the 35. We're making the move on Luke Watts, and he's through. Nicely done there from Tolley. He's going through this field like a jackrabbit.
Down into the left-hander at the elbow, through the final turn. Here are the race leaders. That's Ellingham on the 5. We've got the potential championship favourite, by the way, is the O-Play. Oliver Behrman finished 2nd in last year's championship, and he's there. Is that him in 6th place?
He might have worked his way up. Well,
or he may be going 6th now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if that's not him there, it is now, because they're right in the middle of this fantastic 6-kart scrap for 6th position, and I do believe Behrman is in that, although whoever has hit the front of that queue has now dropped down 2 more places, so that's how quickly it is. There is the O-Play. He is into 6th position, so he's managed to get himself back through at the dogleg. Oliver Behrman, the O-Play, and there's a battle for 7th position. That's very close indeed, as the 7 of Archie Brown has a move on Justin Breward. Doesn't quite manage to get the move passed off, but this is an incredible scrap. This is how close it is. Now wait, there's Rigby. Here comes the 7th position battle, and moving to the front of it now is the 7. So the 7 has got clear. That is Archie Brown.
Lomliev making a move there as well for Global Karting. There he is, red and white suit on the 27 kart.
Oh no, Rigby's dropped back. Sorry, Rigby has dropped back, of course, because both Behrman and Brown have got past him now. So Rigby is there, but he's only in 8th position now. Great battles as we move down towards the dogleg. But the leading 5, look at them, they're tightening up as these guys continue to scrap away. Has Rigby made up another place? I think he has, yes, he's up to 7th position. Now he's got the O-plate right in front of him.
Yeah, good move there by Alfie Rigby. He was in the mix earlier on in the top 5, wasn't he? I'm not sure we saw how he dropped back. May have been while we were on board. But,
Watts has got back through on Tolly. So Watts has made the move. Oh, and there goes the 51 through as well. That's Keen Berta. So Berta gets through. Now, is this going to be a difficult problem for Tolly, because he's been making progress through the field, but now he's being held up as our 2 leaders continue to squabble, Josh McLean and Oliver Greenall. But look at the leading 3 behind. We've got that train, Ellingham, Walker and Irfan. They are working together to push on to the back of the leading 2. This could be a 5-kart scrap for the victory. Look at the battle for 6th position. Absolutely amazing. Now that's further back. This is for 25th, led in the way there by the 94, Leon Henderson. So Leon is trying to make his way through, but he's got a lot of karts for company.
Irfan through to 3rd.
Oh yes, he popped up very nicely there in 3rd position. So Ellingham still remains 4th. Walker is there in 5th position, but look at these 5. They are tightening up. This is great work from the 3 in the back of the queue, because they are closing up on the leaders. And look back to 6th position. It is still Behrman, I think, on the O-plate. Yes, just in front of the 27 of Rigby, then the 14, then the
Lomliev.
7. So Clifford and Brown. Lomliev's getting into it.
Yeah, Lomliev on the 27, Jake. And then the 14 comes next.
That is Connor Clifford, and then we've got Archie Brown in that mix as well. So great battles all the way. At the back of the queue is the 97. That's Sebastian Bloch. So great racers all the way through. As up the inside, Behrman's going to lose the place. A very nice overtake there from Lomliev. So he moves up into what is now P6. Look at the scrap we've got all over the circuit as they
Behrman's
jostle.
losing more places down through bottom. Benhuge's been hung out to dry. He's lost 4 places, made that 5 places in 2 turns. And the pre-championship favourite is going backwards.
Look at that! Block just went 3 wide into one of the toughest corners on the circuit, the elbow, and came out on top. Sebastian Bloch making one of the best moves I've seen, and already he loses the place. That's absolutely incredible. The 14 slips back through. Connor Clifford and the O-plate. Oliver Behrman's trying to get himself back up. Alfie Rigby's in there as well in the 28. And at the front of it all is the 27 of Ivan Lomliev. It's all kicking off for 6th position. I don't think any of these guys are going to see the top 5 today, but they're all going to come out on top of this battle.
Now, Oliver Behrman is the man with all the experience in this group, but he's miles down the field compared to where we expected him to be. Put your hand up if you thought if anyone beat him, they'd probably win the championship this year. My hand is in the air, that's for sure. Now, the thing here is we go into the last lap. Behrman's just got to keep a cool head here. If 10th is the best you can get, Oliver, get 10th. Don't come 12th or 15th.
And there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them. James Walker seems to be missing from this group. I'm not sure what happened to Walker. We didn't see it. But now Irfan is up to 2nd position. Walker is dropped back off the queue. There he is in 5th position. So whatever's happened in the jostle, Walker has been left out to dry. There he is coming into the back of your picture. We're scrabbling away for the victory. They're defending big style. McLean and Greenall are having a major dogfight here, because we've got the 12 of Oscar Irfan and Lucas Ellingham, the 5 in there as well. They're trying to get themselves onto the podium, and that has given McLean the break. So McLean is going to win this one. 2nd position is still up for grabs as Irfan tries to go the long way round to get the switchback onto the inside line. He holds it on the inside line. It's going to be a victory for McLean. He wins it from Greenall, Irfan and Ellingham. Brilliant battle in this one. There is Walker, and look, he's devastated he wasn't with that group. In 5th position, there's a black flag going out, so somebody's about to get a penalty. Didn't see the number, but here comes the rest of the pack jostling through. What an absolutely sensational race. So let's confirm the top 10 finishes in the first Honda Cadet TV final of the year. It's Josh McLean, or McLean if you prefer, who gets the victory from Oliver Greenall and Koskan Irfan. Lucas Ellingham and James Walker in the top 5, with Archie Brown heading that massive train of karts. Lomliev, Bloch, Rigby and Brewitt in the top 10, but no sign of the O-plate, Oliver Behrman. This season's gonna be mega.
We managed to succeed a successful gap from the 2 karts behind, and at the end they closed that gap and defended through the last lap. Only half of it though, because they had a gap, and just drove on from there.
And at this stage of the season, are you thinking about winning the championship at the moment? Are you thinking about winning it, or just continually doing well?
Well, I'm always thinking about winning it, but it's if consistency just gets me there.
Coming up after the break, it's TKM Extreme. That's not the former British Open champion Matthew Allnut on the front row, is it? He lost it years ago, didn't he?